Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to another Russian visual novel after Everlasting Summer, which was, in my opinion, great. Frosty Kiss, which was, well, it was good, enjoyable, but short, and they still didn't make the achievement work. But, well, never mind. We are moving to the game from Small VN. I think that was the name of the developer, and we are going to play the game called Lost Girl's Diary. Let's start. Some pioneers you are. Can't even help a comrade in need. It's closing in! Well, and as always, I have troubles with my headphones. Where did I? Oh,
Снова этот кошмар. Столько времени прошло, а до сих пор снится тот лагерь. И Слава, и остальные.
This nightmare again. It's been a while, but I still see the camp in my dreams, and Slava, and the others. Okay. Night after night, I go through the same day in my dreams, and I can't change a thing. I won't be able to sleep till now morning. God damn it, and I won't be able...
Помню, как она носилась по всему лагерю, выспрашивая новые страшилки.
It is all because of Tonia's notes. Whoever is Tonia, I remember the day she was running around the camp, asking guys for scary stories to tell.
Если бы я знала, что эта тетрадь может спасти.
If only I'd have known that this diary could save us. Other than those stories, Tonia managed to make an entire story. She even added me as a character, with a different name. One frosty winter evening, a bunch of guys gathered in a hotel. 10 p.m. X Hotel. Okay. Let's get into options. I think sounds. Sounds might be for the commentary. We didn't need it, I guess. Okay, let's leave it. I don't know whose voices there are in the game. Okay. Everything is ready, girls, calm down. I'd rather read a book in my room. Let's go, Olya, please. Okay, the keyboard doesn't work for some reason here, so I have to keep the mouse on the screen, sorry. I will try to hide it over here, so it won't bug you, maybe. Fine. Yay! Nastya. Sasha, sarcastically. Looks like someone dressed up tonight. It's none of your business, Sasha. Why don't you ask Lisa why has she put on so much makeup? She always does. But you... whatever. Go light the candles. Got it. You got it. Boss. I'll go get more candy. Way to go, sweet tooth. Sweet taste, but sweet character. Kids are kids. Hey, Sasha, isn't it bedtime for her already? Not yet, just let her stick around for a while. Alright, girls, let's party! No. Blast! We got company. Who's there? It's us. Who's us? It's Stiopa and I. Open up, Vera. It's freezing out here. Vera? I've asked them to come, right? It's gonna be more fun that way. Vera! Idiot. Vera, dear, you should have warned us. Who the heck is that, right? Whoa, this place is so cool. You even have a fireplace. Hi guys! These are stars. Stiopa, we play sports together. Stiopa quit standing around and say hi. They play sports, right, like in Everlasting Summer. Of course. But it was them that built the freaking sex robot. Hi. Hi? It's your fault were there not enough rooms in the hotel for your meatheads? Skeptically, no big deal. That was a paper mistake, so we were forced to go along with your group. Can you speed this up? God damn it, it goes so slow. Take speed. Take your coats off, boys. Farah, why did they come? Take it easy, I'll rip their heads off in case they mess up. But now the ritual won't work. How come? No boys allowed. I should have known. Come on, think of something. I'm out of here. Oh, please stay with us. Stas, sit here, Stiopa. Start the fire. Should I? Of course. Cool. Lame. Okay. Hey Stas, what kind of sports you are into? We do sambo. You say what? Sambo? What the heck is sambo? Of course, when I pick up my freaking Google device, really advanced techniques I have to use here to keep the sound correct in my headphones. It's freaking painful to do because it went a step further right now. Alright, sambo. Oh, it's a fighting style. A Russian fighting style. Okay, that's enough I need to know for now. Okay. It's the Empress Array. Let me introduce you to my friends. This is Lisa. My full name is Elisaveta, but I'm used to being called Lisa. Hi. This is Sasha. She's our class president. Don't let her look confused. She's tough, but friendly. Fair dear, you are very talkative tonight. Pleased to meet you, Stas. So am I. And that's Olya over there. She's the quiet type. The dress fits you, Olya. Of course it fits me. It's my dress. Okay. And that's Nastya by her. Isn't your bedtime yet, Nastya? Nope. Are you in love with Vera, Stas? Am I what? Fire started. Quit fooling around and sit down already. Sit with me, Stiopa. Me and... Hey, what's going on? Hey. We were going to summon the Queen of Spades, but we are not supposed to do that until midnight. The Queen of Spades? Hold on. You told me you were going to tell fortunes. Hey. Feel like telling other stories, guys? Why not? Hey? Awesome, I know a good one. Whoa. Who's gonna start? How about you, Lisa? Ready? Always ready. The story's about the Black Veil. I've already heard that one. No, that was another one. And don't interrupt me, please. Begin. Black bed sheets. Ooh. Part 2. Okay, this story is about the Black Veil. I've heard it from a boy, who heard it from a girl, who was in the camp where it happened. So this story is true. There was a girl in the camp. Her name was Diana. She was tall, slim, with a braid down to the heels. Her skin was soft, the lips were red, like corals, and the eyes were big and shining like forest lakes on a summer's day. A real knockout. The entire half of the camp boys were into her, even some camp leaders, but they were nothing to her. Diana knew them while they were happy to satisfy every single whim of hers. Some of the boys even fought for her. She had been reported eventually, but the teachers put wool over their eyes for her. It only took her one guilty face to make a clean getaway. And that was it. No one would say a word. What's this? I don't know. Never mind. She changed boyfriends like socks, but some of them got lucky too, ma. Ah, you got me. What? I didn't? Shh, run. Also, there was a couple in the camp. They were so deep in love that they couldn't live apart. Every spare moment they had, they spent together. When Belle had found out about them, she was looking to steal the boyfriend. But she was waiting for the right moment, and it just so happened to be a dance party in the camp. Jan was dressed in a satin dress as dark as a moonless night, and high heels. She decorated her braids with scarlet bow. There is a little fail here, as the text is behind these elements. Well, never mind. It's not I don't know what's written here. It's just one letter. So okay. Everyone made her way for her. All boys wanted to dance with her, but she was way out of their league. The time of Lady's Choice dance had come, and she asked him for the dance, and then she seduced him. He couldn't resist her, so Jana touched him up. But his girlfriend followed them, and then she found them. Well, you got me. I didn't! Making out. Ooh. Shut up, you all. That's how it was. The next morning, camp leaders were counting children and found 2 of them missing. The 2 were the girl and her boyfriend. They were looking for them, and they found the boy lying in a valley with his bones broken, as if he was grasped with a gigantic hand. And the girl was found too, hung on a tree. There was a note under the tree, but what was written in it was kept a secret. Chaos reigned the camp. Neither the police, nor the ambulance, nor the fire department could make any sense of what happened. But I thought... Ouch! Stop hitting me, Farah! Shut up already! What happened to the pretty girl? Ouch! Shh! And then children disappearing. They were found in the forest, dead, either suffocated to death or with their bones broken, just the way it happened to the boy. Another strange thing was that, before the children died, just like the boy, they made. Lisa! You got it, didn't you? The camp leaders were on the watch every night, but children kept on disappearing right from their beds. Scared parents began taking their children back home. The principal had a heart attack. Moreover, the rest of the children stayed up all night, hoping to catch the murderer. When clock counted 12, they saw a window swinging open as the black veil flew in through it. It grabbed a sleeping kid, tied him up, and took him to the outside. Everything had happened so fast that only one boy managed to hit the veil with a stick. After the stone boy was found dead next morning, the eldest camp leader confessed about what was in the note. There was a curse written in it. The suicide girl cursed the entire camp, but no one believed the curse was real, although they should have. The girl turned out to be a gypsy. The camp leaders had examined the children, and they found a huge bruise on Jana's hand. Then they searched her clothes and found Jana wrapped into a black veil. They beat her to death right away and incinerated her body in a huge fire. No one ever went missing again. Ever since then, locals believe that from time to time there is a pretty girl in black coming to a dance party, attempting to steal some girl's boyfriend. And if she succeeds, the boy is never to be found. So girls, watch your boyfriends. I would go out with a black veil. What a moron! Who's next? My turn! Oh, of course. I'm gonna tell you the story about the Red Thief. Part 3. Red Thief. Let's go. Again. You tell it all the time. Because the story is legit. And Zina had been in the camp and she saw it with her own eyes. Zina, you say? I have a clue who that is. If you have already heard it, why don't you go to bed, huh? Tell it, Nastya. Me and Stas have never heard it. It happened a long time ago, when Auntie Gina was just a girl studying the primary school. It happened. One summer she went to a camp which was far, far away from home. And one of those days something terrifying happened there. Someone had stolen all the food from the camp. Every single bit of it, included breadcrumbs. The principal went out to get food at the local city at once, which was far, far away from the camp, while children were left with no food for the rest of the day. Those who had brought some food had to share it with their roommates, but most of them had nothing to eat at all, so they drank more water in order to fill their stomachs. Imagine how big the line to the restroom was. Having no food for a day? Child's play. Easier said than done. Don't drop her. Keep going, Nastia. I wanted to say Natasha. And so Auntie Zina had to go, number 1, but all the restrooms were occupied. She headed to nearby bushes. After she sat down, she heard a weird noise, like a dog was chewing on a bone. She sneaked up to the bushes and saw a girl eating something. Auntie Zina shouted to the girl. As the girl turned around, she saw the girl's head. What? Shut the red thief! It turned out that the girl had found a pack of cranberry jelly and wanted to have it all to herself in the bushes. Her nickname was the Red Thief, till the end of the camp. And who stole the food? I don't know, Auntie Zina has never told. Nice job, Nastia, quite a scary tale. Who's next? I am, but I must warn you, this story is so scary that I couldn't sleep for a whole month after I heard it. What a wimp! The story is about the Black Hand. Part 4. Black Hand. Let's go. The verse say? Precisely. Feels with a candy wrapper. I don't have any. My classmate was there. He saw the Black Hand. And he wouldn't lie about it. 2 years ago, my friend David went to a camp. Only the A students from all over the country could be in the camp. David? Yeah, David Stiepelson. Do you know him? No, why did you get there? I didn't want to. Not worth much, I see. What? So the camp was surrounded by a tall fence. Guards were on watch 24/7. No intruder had a chance to get inside. The adults keeping watch outnumbered the children. And all of a sudden things started going missing in the camp. It was small at first. Badges, candies, pens, and crayons. No one cared because it was normal to not return things amongst geniuses. But dead money, books, even clothes were disappearing. Pants? Only then they realized that there was a thief or maybe a band of thieves working in the camp, for not only children had been robbed, but adults as well. Guards had been trying to catch the thieves at first, but once they failed, they called the police. The police had been staying in the camp for a week, setting up traps, interrogating the staff, but to no avail. Meanwhile, the stealing continued. One day, guys from the troop had found a way to reveal the perp. They secretly rigged up a TV camera and set it up in their room. No one else knew it was there. They placed the wallet in front of the camera, hid it in the next room and watched the wallet through the TV. They had been waiting for a long time and got tired of keeping watch. They got interrupted and missed the moment when the wallet was stolen. It had been there just a moment ago. The next night they installed the recorder in the room with the camera. In the morning they placed a video game in wallet's stead and got back to their activities. In the evening, the video game was gone. The recording they watched showed them a black hand appearing from nowhere, taking the game and vanishing into the air. The guys ran out of looking for adults, leaving one of them to guard the camera. But once the police came back along with the guys, the recording was gone. The camera was broken, and the boy was dead, with black fingerprints all over his neck. The police didn't believe the boys, suspecting them as the murderers. The boys were arrested and driven to separate rooms. But the next morning, they were found dead, with the black fingerprints on their necks as well. The entire police department had been assembled in the camp. Scared parents were taking their children back home, while those kids who stayed tried not to be alone. The stealing didn't stop. Now it was furniture, chairs, shelves, even couches. The Black Hand had gone mad and it was stealing everything. When a girl went missing, 3 of her friends from a chemist's club got out to take their revenge on the Black Hand. They built a bomb, planted it in a drawer and asked David to install a detonator so it would trigger as the drawer opened. There was nothing to it, all he had to do was... Whatever, what was next? In a couple days they heard an underground explosion somewhere around the camp. Excavators had been brought, they dug through and found an abandoned bomb shelter staffed by the stolen things. And in the middle of the explosion they found a piece of some equipment and a boy's body, torn apart with the explosion. Identification was hardly possible. His hands were black with paint. The body parts were taken away by military as well as the equipment. They promised that no one would ever tell a thing. What? My candies are gone, the Black Hand took them! Relax, Nastya. You had them yourself while you were listening. Really? I didn't see that coming. Boy, you are noisy. Fine, now you are gonna listen to... Hold on, it's all your turn now. How come? Really? How? Because we don't have any more candy. Does it have something to do with candy? Ignorance is bliss. Begin, Olia. Forest Light, Part 5. Let's go. Okay. She's actually probably the best looking. Maybe. Also the one that resembles Masha is cool. There is an abandoned pioneer camp in the nearby forest, fenced with a barbed wire rotten by time. It used to be the biggest camp in the area until a mind-bending thing had happened there, so the people fenced the camp with a couple lines of the wire and forgot about the camp forever. However, I found the camp leader's diary in our library. I wonder why was I the first one who found it. I shouldn't tell what is written in it, but I can't resist telling you. Oh, it's gonna make me insane if I don't. Hands off! But this one is so spooky. Then why don't you give Stiop a hug? He's already getting it. Oh, that's what I found talking. Come to us, Stars, I can hug the both of you, Liz. Okay, I thought you are nice, but if you take 2 guys, no. Only eyes is the best. Then, sure thing. I mean, no, I feel fine here. Hey. Suit yourself. The diary belonged to Oksana, the leader of the first troop. The record says everything was alright for the first half of the camp. Children were having a good time, falling in love and breaking apart. Oksana herself had fallen in love with the camp leader of the third squad, but the feelings weren't mutual. Half the diary is full of poems about her one-way love and sketches of her the one she was into. But it changes in the second half. Just listen. Olia takes out a book with a rabbit sticker and drawn flowers on it. The 20th of July, the terrible heat continues. Anton asked me to take his squad to the lake before I take mine, and I couldn't refuse. Man, is he handsome when he smiles. My squad wasn't happy but I let them go an hour past curfew. The 21st of July, we have a situation. Dasha Startseva has been missing since the morning. Her place, right. Her stuff is in place, and Katya told me she saw Dasha last night, going to the bathroom. We found Dasha. She fell into the old well behind the warehouse. To my surprise, she was safe and sound when we took her out. Lucky girl. On the other hand, she hasn't been saying a word ever since. I hope she'll be fine. She must rest in the infirmary. where the best girl is? Yeah, infirmary had an amazing woman in Everlasting Summer. Really. Irina Pavlovna called Dasha's parents a lot, but no one answered. During the lineup, Anton lectured me on how to look for the children. I was about to break into tears. Why is he being so rude to me? The 22nd of July, Petrovich and the guys from the 5th squad built a huge cover for the well. Now, it's finally safe. Dasha is not speaking yet, just lying in her bed, silent. Maria Potopovna spoon feeds her. Irina Pavlovna lets no one out of the camp, including Anton, whose grandmother passed away yesterday. The 23rd of July. We are going to see Dasha today. We made a wonderful bouquet for her and a card with our best wishes written on it. Something's wrong with Anton. He had a quarrel with the principal this morning. The rest of it was written with a different hand. All of a sudden, I felt like I was out of my body, watching myself from a different viewpoint. I hear a blunt slam after he pushed me right in the well. It doesn't hurt though. But I feel sad. A green bright spot in the sky reflects in the puddle on the bottom, and I see it coming. A shooting star. I think I should make a wish. A spot shines ever brighter. The green sparkle is closing in on me with the speed of sound. It stings me and casts me back into my body. Now it's the two of us in the body, me and the star. The pain is back and my neighbor doesn't like it. The little green sparkle starts beating the way my heart does. It is growing inside my body, filling every single cell as if it was an empty vase. The vase is all cracked. However, the green light is getting loose through it. The star bangs in anger, and the ribs on my body fade away like a snow under the sunshine. I feel good, so I curl into a ball right in the humid, stinky hole. Too bad I can't see my companion. I can only feel it burning in my chest. The star wants me to get out of the pit, but I don't care. The only thing I want is oblivion. The star is not going to give in. It's thrashing around inside and pit it. It warned me at first, but just a moment ago, it moved up to my shoulder, out of the sunken part of my body. Poor thing, how unlucky it got. I can't stand. I see a small shard of sky above me. Now it's being blocked by some figure. And now it's not. This flickering annoys me, so I close my eyes. I feel someone take me up, awakening old memories I'm hiding from. All this happened to someone but me, while just being a spectator. The show is about to end and now it's a fireball instead of a tiny star, growing bigger inside me. It is not a friendly companion any longer, but a gruesome warden watching over me. He forces me to eat, causing pain in my stomach. He forces me to go to the bathroom, stinging my feet. The rest of the time, it lets me rest obliviously. The fireball is not growing bigger anymore. Now it is training my body to follow its commands instead. And I do as he commands willingly, otherwise the fire will burn me out. All I need right now is a little bit of rest. Right now the fire bends down my neck and nurse comes in. She drops her tray with plates on it, so porridge and blueberries scatter over the floor. The fire flashes up as I see a beam of green light striking Maria Potopovna. The nurse comes out while the beam is tracing her. I look at the flies gathering around the porridge as long as my companion is playing with his new toy. The entire council enters my ward. The camp leader along with a girl from my squad carefully go around the mess whispering. I see both Oksana's pitiful face and the fear seizing the others. They look at me as if I am an exponent of Kunstkamera. Their words are full of false sympathy. Their presence disgusts me. The keen rays of green pierce into their heads, swift and silent. Then they go out of the room, kicking the shattered plates and trampling the blueberries. The flies are back again for their feast. Fast. Dang. One of the rays scattered around with a melodic jingle. Right away, the peacefully dreaming fireball was woken up. It rolls me out of bed. I go out of the infirmary, unable to resist its pressure. But I don't want to. Dozens and hundreds of rays are following me along the way, right to the targets only they can know as I follow the way my star shows me. We slowly make our way around the camp while the green rays filled the air with their shine. Ding! Ding ding dong! Hello, all of a sudden the rays are breaking apart, which is so spectacular and beautiful that as I stop to look at it, the fire is of no interest to me anymore. I look at the world around me, illuminated by the emerald light. Alas, their number is running out. It's about a dozen of them now. If a fire grows wilder, I burn out and reborn from the ashes, only to burn out again. I am the phoenix. My clothes have already turned into dust. My walk leaves only smoking footprints and charred grass behind. I come to the gates and I see him. He lies scratching the ground, trying to escape the camp. The beam that connects us is barely pulsing about to scatter. I come closer and wait. Now it's finally gone, leaving nothing but the green sparkles on the floor as he freezes. The flame pushes me ahead, but I'm not in a hurry to leave. Why me? What have I done to you? What did I do wrong? I asked the dead body, but it is not about to answer. The pressure is getting unbearable, so I leave. I try crying, but the tears are fading as fast as they leave my eyes. Whispering his goodbye tune, the last beam shattered. I stop in the middle of the alley leading to the square. I want to lie down, but the firestorm keeps pushing me ahead. We approach the pioneer hornblower statue, then to the paddler girl. Finally, the gigantic monument of Lenin gets my attention. I stretch my hand to it as the fiery gash of light is absorbed by the statue. I follow the path to the woods out of the camp, leaving only dead people and the glowing monument of the chief behind. The only things I kept are the diary and the little star deep down in my heart. That's it. Boring! Olya, how did you manage to read in darkness? Goose, it's empty. Hehe. Lisa puts her hand on Stopia's waist. Sasha puts a rolled bed sheet under Nastya's head. Asleep already? Yep, if only your stories were more interesting you would make a fine writer, but your tales kill us with boredom. It wasn't boring. Huh. It was pretty good in my opinion. Finally, it's time for a discuss story. Not one of your knockoffs. Prepare to tremble with fear, for now we will hear about the red eyes. You have red eyes. Part 6. Red Eyes. There was a trio in the camp. They never split up. Their leader's name was Max, but everyone called him the Beast. There was a reason for that. If you accidentally bump him in the shoulder during a walk, he will tear you apart, like a pit bull. Look at him the wrong way, and you are as good as dead. Even his friends used to get it. Fortunately, they were strong enough to settle him down. They were tough guys too, used to keep the entire camp at bay. But no one would report them because the Beast would take care of it. No one would say the word against them, and the trio was having fun. In short, the guys were on the road to success, but they failed. Because of whom? Because of a girl, of course. There was a lass in the camp, whose name was, Vera. Whose name was Lena. Once upon a time, Max had seen this Lena girl doing exercises. What do you think? She was a gymnast, not some bookworm, and so the Beast was lost. He couldn't get her out of his head, even food wasn't an option. He asked her on a date that evening. And she said? And she was like, I would love to, but there's a problem. What problem? Your friends never leave me alone. Make them. The Beast accepted the deal and left. He didn't even notice her eyes blazing with crimson fire following him. All the night he was rolling in bed, sleepless, and the next morning he had a talk with his friends. Are you okay? They said. We've never met this Lena before. Max chilled out and went back to Lena in the evening. You were wrong, he said. My friends have nothing to do with you. Lena was. Don't you trust me? They came this morning, threatening to beat me down if I meet with you again. It's up to you who to be with. The beast left with pain in his heart, and noticing the red fire burning in Lena's eyes. To be honest, would you trust your friends or the girl you just met? I would trust friends. I think. And I probably would notice the red fire burning eyes, because that's something I pay. Eyes are actually something I somehow pay attention to. Okay. The next morning, he set off to his friends. Dang it, Beast, they said. We're with you all the day. Have you seen us threatening someone? Who do you trust more, us or a stranger? But the beast was blinded by love, and so he promised that he would kill everyone who touched her. In the evening, he came back to the place and saw Lena. Look, Max, look what your friends did to me. She untied her shirt, as he saw red bruises on Lena's pale skin. Frenzy filled his mind. I'll take care of them, he shouted. Wait! Lena twitched his hand. You've already broken your promise. This time I need a proof. Bring me their hearts. And she put a blade into his hand. The beast was about to throw it away, but she leaned on him and kissed him. I'm waiting till the midnight. Now go! And Max was I think my dog is up because I hear someone walking around. Yep, that's the dog. Okay. And Max was off with Elena's eyes following him, shining brighter than the Kremlin star in twilight. The beast was waiting until everyone was asleep. He snuck into the cabin and stabbed his friend in the chest. He came to the second one and stabbed him as well. That's how his friends died. Max cut their heads out of their chests, wrapped them with a shirt and went back to Lena. Did you bring it? Lena impatiently asked Max, as she saw him closing in. He handed the hearts over to Lena and she took them. She turned away for a second, and when she turned back, the hearts were gone. Only a blood drop on Lena's lip remained. What? Max was going to hurt Lena, but she pushed him back. What's wrong? The beast exclaimed. I've done what you asked. Do you really think, the girl arrogantly said, I'm gonna go out with a murderer of his own friends? But you've been beaten. I faked it. I was tasting how good a friend you are. Now beat it. These words turn the beast back to reality. He knocked Lena down and stabbed her with a blade. Again and again. But the blade didn't work against her. Only then did the beast see the shiny crimson eyes of his girlfriend. That scared the crap out of him. He backed away, but Lena took his and said, Where do you think you're going? Come to me, hug me harder. She said while disappearing into the ground. Max tried to set himself free, but he couldn't. And Lena was already halfway on the ground. She was about to take him along with her. Max gathered his strength, took the blade and cut his hand off to break free from Lena, who disappeared underground with his hand. Max stopped the bleeding with a handkerchief and headed to turn himself in. Did he do to have time? Nah, he was gone from his cell the next day. Only a letter written with blood he left. It said, The Red Eyes. Cool story, Vera. Big time. Tell us something, Steppa. No, I can't. Why did you even come? To make a company. It's okay, you're not supposed to be a storyteller of so. You must be really strong instead, aren't you? I am, yeah. Fine, I'll tell one. The one? I think so. King of Rats, Part 7. Ooh, this might be interesting. Oh yeah, it gives me creeps all the time. When I was in camp, it turned out the way that I was a camp leader's assistant, so I did her work often. I was used to being busy. Besides being bossy was fun. It was troublesome, of course, but I learned a lot of respect from the others that way. Among the others, only Vera dared to challenge me. I'm better in a fair fight anyway. We already tried it out, should I remind you? I just wasn't prepared enough back then. Hadn't exercised the muscles and stuff. Okay, you are stronger. That's it. Back then some chatterbox told me that Vera is afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid. Maybe you should tell us yourself. Easy peasy. Sasha came to me one night and said, "This troop isn't big enough for the both of us. Let's make a bet. The loser gets transferred." So I accepted. If only I had known what her plan was, I would have accepted anyway. In short, we had to go to the catacombs at midnight. The one who left first was the loser. And this is a deal, as they say. So we set off at night. And the weather, almost as if on purpose, was cloudy, windy, and it was about to start raining, and you were not the person supposed to tell us that story. Besides, the flashlight barely worked. I felt like someone was watching us. We made it to the abandoned military base, went down to the basement. Sasha was going ahead of me. We entered some room when Sasha turned off the flashlight and said, "There, dear, let's save the battery for the way back." I was creeped out. I said, "Let's just over the bed and have a pull-up contest." I saw her smiling the way she does. "What's wrong, Vera?" She said snidely. "Afraid of the dark, huh?" I freaked out and turned off the light, and I regretted it instantly. Because I felt someone watching me. And the way they did was not nice at all. I was all sweaty as I turned the light on, swinging the flashlight around. And Sasha was like, "So soon? Less than a minute?" I yelled at her and stormed to the outside, but the rain had just started. I wasn't going to go back to the camp, so I made my choice to stay before it was over. And that was the right thing to do because... I go now. Yeah, go on. After she left, I turned on the flashlight, and when I was about to leave, realized that I couldn't stand up. It seemed like my legs went numb, so I put the flashlight in a nearby box and started rubbing my hips, trying to bring them back to life. It was useless. The thought of calling for Vera came to mind, since she couldn't get very far away and the echo was strong enough in the corridors. But I had just won the bet, so calling for help would be equal to forfeiting. So I kept on rubbing my legs. Unfortunately, I felt my hands losing control. They were weaving down my legs, paralyzed as soon as I leaned on the seat. The only thing I was able to do was turning my head. What's up with me, I thought. Am I being paralyzed? Why? I haven't neither fallen or hit my head or taken drugs. Why can't I move? I was about to piss my pants. Calm down, Alexandra, calm down. They will find you missing next morning, and Vera knows where you are. They'll find you by lunch at least. Maybe my sense will be back by that time. Breathe. I was sitting and breathing, looking at the dim spot of light on the wall when they appeared. I heard the stomping of little feet at first. The beasts stayed in the shadow, but they got bolder, and I could see the red eyes. Who were they? Rats. My flashlight was almost dead, so I could only see their shapes in darkness. Then, I hadn't felt it, but I saw one of the creatures get up on my knees. The grey creature sat on its back feet and looked me in the eyes. Help! I was trying to believe it was just a bad dream. But it didn't work as usual. Help! I yelled at the top of my lungs this time. The horrible beasts hid away from my voice. All of them but the one sitting on my knees. It kept on sitting on its back paws, posing her front once, like in a prayer, and looking at my face. It seemed like the rat was smirking. Help! I yelled again, realizing deep in my heart that no one was gonna come. All I wished I were out of there. The stupid bet, the foolish leadership. What use is any of that if you are going to get eaten alive? I broke into tears of helpless. That was totally out of my plans. The rat looked away all of a sudden, like it was trying to listen to something. Then he jumped off and the air trembled with rat's footsteps. The horrible things in a single burst ran away, and the room drowned in silence, breaking with my sobbing and some water drops. Was I safe then? If my scream scared them, or had someone heard it and come to my rescue? I burst into laughter with relief. I was sitting and giggling like an idiot because I was alive. But the fan was broken with some weird noise coming from the corridor. The noise of hundreds of small feet and squeaking rats were closing in slowly. My rescue hadn't come yet. No, I shouted. No, get lost! But the rats didn't listen. The light of my dying flashlight showed me the room filling with a swarm of grey beings. There was something big in the middle of it. That's... Okay, we are in Russia. How do you not have Molotov in your pocket? Okay, sorry about that, but I just had to. Because that's also in the past, so... God damn it looks terrible. But rather... The creature got in the beam of light and I beheld... The Rat King! An ugly beast made of 6 or 7 rats was sitting on the backs of his comrades, moving its paws and muzzle. The beings brought him upon my knees and scattered all over the room. I didn't see them, but I knew they were there, around me, watching their king like in a theater. I was screaming as hard as I could, trying to scare the monster, but it didn't care much. It was heading to my stomach, slow and clumsy, climbing up my skirt, leaving a trace of pus and urine on it. Ugh. At the time, I was awkwardly glad that my body was numb from the neck down. The Rat King made it to his destination and I heard my shirt ripping as he beat me through it. I gave out calling for help at the moment, only howling of helpless and fear. Soon the monster will settle his hunger and the rest of the swarm will finish the job. A flash of light blinded me, and in a moment I heard a familiar voice shouting, "Get off! Away with you!" I heard the ripping of fabric followed by tooth, as the monster was slapped in the concrete wall by childish hand. It was Nastya, storming around the room, kicking the rats and hitting them with flashlight as if it was a club. I don't know how it didn't fall apart. The rats formed away, carrying their defeated king, while Nastya hugged my neck, close to knocking me out, crying, "Sasha, dearest, don't pass out, please. I'm fine, I stressed her off. Can't move. Way to go, Nastya. You saved my life. You are a true hero." No words can explain how happy I was, but a terrible thought came to mind. Nastya's legs will fail soon, just like mine did, and the rats will get both of us. And so I commanded, "Nastya, you've got to get out of here. Now run to the camp and bring the first leader you meet here." Got it? Nastya nodded and rushed out, leaving me alone in the darkness. I wondered if my sanity could take it, and as her footsteps faded away, old rustles caught my ear. Maybe it was just my imagination playing a bad trick on me, but it felt like the rats were surrounding me again. Fortunately, Nastya wasn't about to go far away. Let me tell this part, it is my favorite. When the rain stopped, I got to the outside and saw Nastya running somewhere. I caught up to her and we headed back to Sasha. Man, you should have seen yourself. But yeah, good thing you didn't. A tall kick that in a flash. And then our princess got back to life after we brought her outside. When her limbs started moving, she freaked out with joy. Boy, I had never heard that much swearing. The pain was unbearable as my sensitivity restored. My whole body ached, as if it was pierced by thousands of needles. My stomach was burning. Yeah, Nastya was dogging around Sasha like, "Sasha, right? Sasha, don't give up! Sasha, not scared!" I shook her shoulders hard and sent her back to the camp for help. Nastya made a couple of steps and returned like, "I won't leave her." Thanks to our beauty, we could settle her down, so we took Sasha's clothes off. All of it? Ouch! I'll do the same if you don't shut up. I'm good. And off to the lake. There we used their shirt as bandages in order to wrap her wounds, after we cleaned Sasha from... Put the details away, please. Alrighty, it's almost over anyway. Yeah, we made it back to the camp where we slipped into our couches as if nothing had happened. And no adult knew about this, of course. Even Nastya kept her mouth shut. She was way awesome. Pets sleeping Nastya. Was it for real? It was. Wanna see the scars? I do. Ouch. Dang, it's too dark in here. Can't see a thing. Okay, I was capable of doing that, and I was pretty much a bit further than you. Neither can I. They are too small to see. Try to touch them instead. Watch your hands, you four-eyed freak. I just want to dodge. You can touch Petrov next time you see him in a sauna. Keep your hands off her. She's mine. Okay. Hey, it's 5 till morning, till midnight. Time to call for the Queen of Spades. Whoever that was. Whoever that is. Click. Hello. Game. Hello. Oh, it works. Rat King destroyed. Part 8. Queen of Spades. Come here, the Queen of Spades. She said that as well. She said that as well. She didn't. He said that. And he said that. She has come. Stiopa rushes ahead and attacks the Queen of Spades. As she puts him on the floor with a roundhouse kick on the head. Stiopa falls down, dropping the mirror. The Queen comes in, illuminated by the fire, and turns out to be Eleonora Andreevna. Eleonora, is that you? No, I'm the Queen of Spades. I've come to take you away your souls. Quit joking like that, Eleonora Andreevna. Takes off her coat and touches Stiopa's wrist. What a tough guy, he will live. Ma? It's right, Nastya, sleep. What are you guys doing here? Telling scary stories. Scary stories, huh? Wanna hear the one I know? Yeah! Take a seat. Okay, back in the day when I was working in a camp, something bad happened to me. One summer night, a group of girls gathered in a music club. Just like you, they were going to summon the Queen of Spades, and just like you, they ended up telling scary stories. The youngest girl was the daughter of the nurse, who was working in the camp, and the nurse was freaking hot. She just finished the second year of elementary school. They took her to the club with them for no reason. Eventually, they ran out of stories, so one of the girls came up to trick the poor thing. When the last story was over, she sneaked behind her and grabbed the poor girl by her legs. That girl fainted and was out cold, while the others were bursting in laughter. Of course, watching someone creeped out was enjoyable. Had it not only gone bad, the harmless trick caused her to have a heart attack. Oh! If only they would call for the nurse. Well, you get the idea. Panic clouded their minds. They pulled the body to the nearby forest and hid it under fallen leaves. Seriously. Wow. Even forgot to check her pulse. My god, how dumb you have to be. They hid the body and left. The police were looking for the body for 3 days. And they wouldn't have found her if it weren't for the dream the nurse had the night before. She saw her daughter in the dream. Her daughter led her to the canyon, where her body was hidden. Once the nurse woke up, she ran to the canyon and found her daughter's body. The police had given up on the investigation. The report said it was an accident. Wow, really? And you believe in that? She's dead after all. Why should we waste our time? The police thought. Wow. That police sucks. Truly sucks. The nurse could know nothing but accept it. She buried her daughter and returned to her work. This is not the end, is it? You're right. As you know, pioneers always start a bonfire at the last day of the shift. This shift wasn't an exception. When the fire was at its highest, a horrifying howl bursted the pioneers' ears, and the girls sprang out of the fire, covered in flames. Oh, how she cried! They managed to put the fire out, but it was too late. They couldn't save her. The burns had been severe. She died the next day. Was she one of those? Yeah, she was. The one who designed the trick. What about the others? The others were found too. Eventually, they found the second one in the same canyon without arms, with her heart cut out. The third girl drowned in the outwell behind the camp warehouse. Wait a second. Holy crap, isn't this story the connection of all the stories before? It really seems like this. And the last one. Her body was found in the abandoned bomb shelter. She was gnawed to death by rats. Hold on. Our stories. Vera, Sasha, Lisa, Olya. This cannot be it. Tell me, Well, well, young man, save your voice. You're not trying to wake up the dead, are you? I don't believe this. You're just messing with me, aren't you? Suit yourself. But the story is not over yet. As you can see, the nurse murdered them, and everyone in the camp suspected her. How did she find out who killed her daughter? The same way she found out where her daughter's body was. Her daughter told her in the dream. She wouldn't lie, don't you think? The nurse got fired from the camp for no reason, and so I had to look for new work. Guess where the nurse works now? Here? Wrong, she works in a school. She sees the same nightmare every night. She sees her daughter and the girls who she killed. But sometimes... What? Sometimes she sees guests in the dream. Like her child? Dead? Atabai! It makes no sense. I'm alive, and so is Vera. And Stepa, we have known each other since elementary school. We all played sports together. Really? What is the last name of your coach? What is the name of your first teacher? I've forgotten. Let me out of here! Please! He's buying it! Brief out, Stas. Yeah, dang, that's not funny. You almost got me there. Fake got you totally, okay? Yeah, fine. Rise from the dead, Stepa. I can see you smiling. How'd you know about the story? You weren't even here. It's a secret. Some secret it is. Nasir has definitely had a transmitter in her pocket. What a smart girl. Alright, it's time to go home, guys. But it's late. Can we stay here till morning? No way, Stas. Go home. May we come to my gather tomorrow again? Of course. Cool. Thanks for playing. Small VN team, thanks. All those who contributed and participated, thank you for support. We promise to trade with new games in the future. Thank you. Okay, pretty good. I liked it. I'm clicking and our group, Patreon, Steam. Okay, that's someone gives his Steam account. I'm surprised. Never mind. Alright, that was interesting game, to be honest. Some scary stories. I think that's the kind of horror games I can play, because normal horrors are probably a bit too much for me. I'm capable of doing them if you can fight back, or if there are actually like no opponents. So only the atmosphere works on you, but if there is something you have to run away from, oh my god, I'm terrible with this. Alright, well, yeah, that would be it. Interesting story. These Russian guys really can produce some good visual novels, if you ask me. So, yeah, that would be it for now. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next game. Bye.